Okay. Um, we're rolling now.
Okay.
Hi, this is Peter Belsito, and I'm here with my good friend of many years, Joel Kolar, and we're here in San Sebastian, Spain. And today is September the 23rd in the afternoon here, and Joel is going to speak for the next few minutes. So I'm going to turn it over to him, and I'm just going to be present by voice only to ask him some pointed questions. So, firstly, can you introduce yourself?
Absolutely. I grew up in the East Coast, New York. Went to work for 20th Century Fox way back in 1965, and in the international area. Fox moved me to California back in '72 with my family, where I became senior vice president of international, and stayed there till about 1993 or 4, when I left after 27 years. Um, and one of the things I did almost immediately is I got a call from San Sebastian. I had been out here for a number of film festivals when I was at Fox, including when we had the original Star Wars in '76. And Diego Galan, who at the time was head of the festival, and Mikel, invited me to come to San Sebastian. I thought they were being nice, and I came that September and had a suite the size of a basketball field, and enjoyed myself. And they took me to lunch one day and said, "Would you like to work for us?" I said, I didn't ask them what they wanted me to do. I just said yes. Or I didn't even say anything about money. I said yes. I said, "You'll pay me what you think you can." I just felt that it was an exciting festival. It gave me the opportunity to continue doing what I leave my hands alone. Um, and they never really told me what they wanted me to do, other than public relations for the festival. When I got back to LA, after I made the deal with them, I did some research and found out that I knew Spain very well because Fox had an office in Madrid. And at one time, um, the American companies like Fox or Columbia or Warner Brothers could not have their own offices in Spain. So we had to work with local distributors. And if we wanted to get other licenses, we had to pay for them, and they were expensive. At that time, if you put your film into San Sebastian, you got a number of free licenses. So there was a financial reason uh, that all fell apart when the common market came around, and the American companies now can have their own offices, and they still do. So my first responsibility really was to get the American companies to become knowledgeable about San Sebastian, and it worked. It took about 3 or 4 years, and all of a sudden, they began to come back. Um, Diego and then Mikel, or with Mikel, came to LA. They spent a week with me meeting all the American majors and a lot of the independents, and in New York, the same thing. At that time, when we were in New York, we used to throw a big party at the home of Julian Schnabel. Julian's ex-wife is from San Sebastian, and Julian knew a lot of the actors, so it was kind of fun and very valuable to us. We throw a big dinner party in San Sebastian, and in New York, people would find out about it. The business changed; it's always changing, and people in the American industry still sends films to San Sebastian and actors or actresses. It's part of their marketing strategy. One of the things I do besides San Sebastian, I'm on the board of directors of the Cinequest Film Festival up in San Jose, California. Small, independent filmmakers. And people ask me the question, why go to a film festival? And I say it's very simple. It should be part of your marketing strategy. You have press, you have people there who might want to buy it if you're selling it, or distributors who might be interested in making a deal with you. So it becomes a financial reason from that viewpoint too. Um, in San Jose in particular, it works that way. Here, not as much, because it's a sales office here and so forth. Um, I love it. I mean, I love San Sebastian. It's a very special part of the world, especially in Spain. San Sebastian is a city of about 250,000 people. It's way up on the northern part of Spain on the French border. near Bilbao, where the Frank Gehry's design museum is. And San Sebastian is the cultural capital of the Basque region, therefore having a film festival there. And there are other film festivals, Spanish in particular, in Spain, but San Sebastian is one of the Class A festivals like Cannes or Venice and so forth. So there are certain rules that we have to follow. Most of them deal with what the kind of films you can put in, whether you can put your film in. It's been in another festival. And in this particular case, we have a special section called the best of other festivals. And so if a film wins something in Cannes, we can put it in. We're right now in the fairly new facility, the Crisal. Crisal is designed as a convention center. The architect that designed this is a Basque architect named Minero, who also designed the new cathedral in Los Angeles, strangely enough. And it's a very, very good facility. It has a number of major theaters. The big theater is 1,700, and there are a lot of other theaters, so we have plenty of facilities. We also do something here that's very unusual. Starting about 15 years ago, we took over a velodrome. A velodrome is a facility for racing. It can be individual racing, it can be machinery racing. And we shut it off into a section for movies. We have a screen the size of the screen of Radio City Music Hall. And we have 7,000 seats. Every morning, we show a picture for free to 7,000 kids. And it's something really very exciting because many of them have never seen a film before. And it really gives them the opportunity of seeing something large. At night, we show regular films. If they're special films. Remember, Fox showed Lady Hawk here. Not Lady Hawk, I'm sorry. I don't remember the name of the film all of a sudden. But Fox showed a very big film here, which worked very well. So we have lots of opportunities to do various things. The number of people that come here seem to come every year. The press, we get over 1,700 press that come every year. A lot of Spanish from Latin America as well. Of course, being Spanish at the festival, we get a lot of Latin American films. It's a good place. It's fun, great food, and a good place to show movies.
Okay. Well, actually, I think you've kind of touched a little bit on everything, and I want to thank you.
Yeah, I didn't say really what my main responsibility is. It's very simple, public relations.
Okay.
It's very simple. I make sure that the world of the industry knows about San Sebastian.
So you're the reason Julia Roberts comes here.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay,
she called me, want to know what to wear. I worked with Julia on 5 pictures when I was at Fox.
There you go.
Yeah, so it worked. And it was fun.
That's great.
Great, thank you.
All right, thank you very much.